Next up, at UFC 293, we have another heavyweight fight. We have two heavyweights on the main card of a pay-per-view with a 1.5 round line where the under is juiced, which means this pay-per-view is going to end in like an hour and 35 minutes. I'm not happy about it, honestly, but
less cuddling time for us.
These fights should be fun. Tai Tuivasa taking on Alexander Volkov. Tai Tuivasa 15-5 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, riding a 2-fight skid. Taking on Alexander Volkov, 36-10 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. He's riding a 2-fight stoppage streak. Alexander Volkov finding his power later in his career. Tai Tuivasa, we all love this guy. He has to be on an Australia card. He's got to be on a main card. This guy is nothing but entertainment, and he is exactly how you want a heavyweight to fight. He's a heavy-handed striker. He has good volume. He's got good kicks. He's always been fast and powerful for his size, and now he's also sharp, and he's knowing when to stay composed and when to really commit to what he's got going on. Tuivasa's got fantastic leg kicks, a piercing jab, and a big overhand. His takedown defense is just okay, right? He fights similar to Justin Taffa, just more athletic, but what are you laughing at? The comments? Shut up.
Yeah, but I giggled, and then I saw you look at me, and then you're like, what the fuck is he laughing at? Someone said, Angel just yap.
Anyway, I'm just boxing everybody. Fuck, they're getting blocked. Tai Tuivasa hits hard, has good footwork, has leg kicks, knows when to pour on a pace, knows when to bring it back. I wish he had better takedown defense, though. It is only at 52%. He has been taken down by most people who have tried. His chin has always been his biggest asset. We're starting to see that fade a little bit, right? We saw it crack a few times, but he would still win those fights. The Gane fight, the kick is what did it, right? It wasn't, he didn't just take a punch to the head, whatever, but he did get rocked a few times head-wise in that fight. And then finally, we just saw Sergey Pavlovich put him out. So that is the problem with these chins. They're legendary chins, but once they start to fade a little bit, it's hard to know if they're going to come back. Taking on Alexander Volkov. This guy's a top 10 heavyweight. He's been a top 10 heavyweight for a very, very long time. Good striker, high fight IQ. He's fast. He has volume. He picks his shots really well, and he's going to adapt in fights. He's not a huge power guy, but he has been finding power later in his fights. He's durable for the most part. He's fought literally the best in the entire division for a few years now. He's coming off that win over Alexander Romanov, where Alexander was a straight-up bum in that fight. We all love Tai. We're all going to be rooting for Tai. We all want to see a Shoey. Shoey was one of the dog names I recommended to Tiffany. It's an Australian Labradoodle, so I thought it fit. Shoey made sense. She wanted nothing to do with it. I think Tai Tuivasa could have success. Anybody that hits as hard as he does can. But I think Alexander Volkov is literally the better fighter everywhere. He's the better striker. He's got better footwork. He's got more tools. He's better everywhere except straight up raw power. We've seen Volkov dominate a fight, then get knocked out late. I just don't think it's going to happen again. Volkov is the pick, and I'm actually pretty confident in him here. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, the one thing I feel like I'm pretty confident in, and I'll say this and it won't happen, but I feel confident in the fact that this is going to be over quickly. I think there's going to be a car crash early. Tai Tuivasa came in against Gane and realized that he can't hang with high-level, long, rangy strikers, right? And I know he dropped Gane. He was able to land a shot, but that was because he finally was kind of crashed in, and he landed a shot. He dropped Gane, but everything at distance, he was just getting beat up with those front kicks, with those body kicks. Guess who also is really good at those front teep kicks, at those front teep kicks and at body kicks and switching to head kicks? Volkov. So Tai Tuivasa is going to come in, I would think, and be like, listen, I can't stay at distance for this guy. I just got to make something happen. He's in front of the home fans. He's going to want to make a statement. He feels, in my mind, that his best chance is going to get in there, start a car crash, and just hope his chin holds up and he can land that big shot. And you saw Jairzinho kind of do that versus Volkov. Jairzinho kind of initiated a car crash, and Volkov stayed in the pocket. Now, he ate a shot. He was able to land a good shot on Jairzinho, but Volkov won't completely disengage. Like Gane, if you get in his face, he's going to disengage with his footwork. Volkov will stay in the pocket. So I think Tai, knowing in front of the whole fans, I can't stay at distance, guys, going to initiate a car crash, and somebody is going to get knocked out. The other big question mark here is Tai Tuivasa's last two camps. He went to Dubai to do his last two camps, completely isolated himself from friends, from family, to really focus. didn't really work out. So he's back in Australia in front with his old coaches, with everything, with everyone around him, his friends, his family. So we might see a reignited Tai Tuivasa, and I would love to see it. My pick is going to be Volkov because Angel mentioned he is the better fighter in this matchup, and Tai's chin just hasn't held up lately. But I'm going to be rooting for Bam Bam. I think we're all going to be rooting for Bam Bam. He grew the hair out. He's looking good with a nice head of lettuce. I think that Volkov's going to be too much for him. I'm going to be rooting for Tai, but I think something happens quick, fast, in a hurry either way, and that's where my money went. But I'm going Volkov, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think I'm actually going to be interested to see if you guys haven't voted. Jacob does a lock of the week. He picks an underdog every single week, and you guys can tomorrow. You guys can vote for who your underdog is, your favorite underdog on the card is. I'm curious to see the voting. I think a lot of people are going to pick Tai. Every time Tai's an underdog, he gets like so much insane love. Him and Kai.
He's tough. France. I mean, he's one of those guys that he's going to fight for your money. I mean, even if he gets hurt, he's going to fucking bite down. He's going to fight for your money. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, and him, Tai Tuivasa and Kai Kara France, wildly different fighters, all that stuff, but they always seem to get the same love. When they're underdogs, everybody's like, they can do it. And I get it. And I love Tai Tuivasa. I think there's going to be a lot of... I'm curious to see what happens with this betting line. I wonder if people are going to see that value, see it's him, and the public will start to tighten it, or if it's going to continue to slowly spread out there. But
you know what my favorite thing about Tai is, and I'm pretty sure this is his quote. I don't mean to misquote him if it wasn't, but he was talking about the Sergey fight, and I think he said something like, the first time he hit me, I realized I was fucked. Like that, his quote was like, he was just being honest about it. Like, yeah, he hit me once. Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this is different. Like, this shit's like fucking different. That dude hits hard, man.
No, I mean, I'll be rooting for Tai. I do have that small heavyweight parlay. I got Justin Tafa and Alexander Volkov. I think they both, I mean, heavyweight fights are always a pain in the ass. Shouldn't bet them. But I do think they both win these fights. And I'm fairly confident. I think the odds are probably correct on them. So I slapped them together. I think it's plus money, I believe. Is it plus money? Let's see. I don't have it in front of me, the odds, but I think it's plus money. But certainly Tai Tuivasa can put him out. And frankly, for the entertainment value, the pay-per-view, all of that could be worth it. Just losing that $50. A unit for me is 100, so I'd lose $50. But like watching Australia go bananas for Tai Tuivasa could be fantastic.
I'm looking forward to see what song he comes out to. He's always got great fucking songs.
Oh, he's got phenomenal energy too. I wish they would have given him a win, right? I wish they would have been like, here's a guy you can beat. Just beat him up. Get your swagger back. Be that guy again. Because Tai Tuivasa,
I think he still wants to be a top guy. And if you want to, I don't know if there's anyone left for him to, in that division, for him to really.
Dontel Mays. Give him Dontel Mays.
That's a pretty far step down.
It's maybe, but not really. Like, he just got beat twice, stopped twice. Like, give him Dontel Mays, a hard hitting heavyweight that could kind of make something happen. We'll see what goes on there.
They should give him Jalton. He'll just fucking smoke Jalton. Curtis Blade's gonna smoke Jalton by the way, so don't worry about that. Tai's ranked 6th. He's not going to fight any of those top guys. Volkov's right behind him. And then you got Spivak, who just fought. Almeida's book. Derek Lewis, he already fought. Tybura.
Tybura's not a bad.
But then that's pretty far down for him to fight. That's 11.
But what's he supposed to do? He fought everybody in front of him already. This is a step down, too.
Yeah, but this is a good fight. I mean, this fight makes sense for the division. 6 and 7, or 7 and 8, or 6 and 7 going at it.
No, it does. I get for the division. I
know what you're saying. In front of the home fans, give them a more favorable matchup. That's usually what they do for the people. But
anyway, $7,400 in DraftKings. If you're on that Tai Tuivasa side, I mean, boy, is he going to be worth it because he'll probably win by stoppage, and that's really the only way he's going to win. But I am on the Volkov side. $8,800 is quite expensive, but Volkov has found his power lately. Volkov has been putting out bigger dudes, strikers, heavy guys. Romanov, I'm not going to, whatever, but, Volkov just knocked out Rosenstruck before that. That's a big heavyweight striker. And all of a sudden, Alexander Volkov's the power guy. So We could see that here, especially with the cracks in Tai's chin. I may spend that $8,800 on Volkov. I'll have to dig a little deeper, see how he scored in the past and some other fights, but I'm definitely on the Volkov side here. If you want to see a detailed breakdown of all of these fights, you can get that at premium membership, all the raw notes. If you want to see specific breakdowns for who you should put in your DraftKings fantasy lineups, that's in premium membership available to you. If you want to see tools and data and analytics to make your own picks, that's there. If you want to see our bets so you can just see what you like, grab a few, that's there as well. Everything that I have mentioned and everything that I have not is available right now at WeWantPicks.com. Just click Become a Member. It's only $10 a month, and you will unlock all of it. $5 super chat from New York Rental. Give him Parker Porter. It's kind of
That would be a very favorable matchup.